Hi everyone, welcome back. Today I'm gonna demonstrate how I make one of my hair ties slash scrunchies. If you would like to follow along with me, some materials I would recommend are a scrunchie or something to collect your hair into, whether you like silk or satin or you like to use elastic. I also am not knowledgeable in how to sew yet, so I'm using a hot glue gun, though you might prefer to use a super glue as opposed to hot glue, super glue, you know what I mean. And whatever material you like to use to decorate your hair tie. All of these can be found at a local craft store. And before I forget, I might also recommend some handy dandy scissors. And yeah, so originally I was thinking about doing a orange inspired hair tie, like the fruit, but looking at it, I think this is more like a kumquat, so it will be a kumquat hair tie today. What I've done already is the kumquat came in a cluster, and I broke off the stem very messily. I slid the kumquat off of the stem as well as the leaves, and then I cut one of the leaves from the original trio and made it double with one single. So apologize for any background noise, but let's get started. Side note, if you are a messy person or sensitive to burns or just don't like glue or just out of sheer comfort and want to, you can put on gloves just to be on the safe side. I have taken the seam of the scrunchie and I flipped them so that they're no longer on the outside but facing the inside. And there is one final piece that connects the scrunchie together, making it a full circle, and that is what I will be attaching the leaves onto. So my hot glue has been warming up. I will unplug it so I can use it. And I think it might be best to put the glue onto the leaf first as opposed to directly onto the scrunchie, just so it's not overly messy. And once I attach it to the seam, I press down and hold, which is another reason it's good to have gloves. If you aren't able to press down with the proper force without messing it up. So I'm actually going to use this other piece here to press down, and I'm hoping that it is still removable. If not, I'll just work with it. You can see here I'm kind of peeling it off, but the original two are pretty, I don't know if I should use the word secure, but they're pretty stable. They're stable enough to do what I'd like to do in the next step, which is to attach the kumquat. I'm looking at it, and I think I actually do want that extra leaf on there, just to give it a little more pizzazz. So how do I want the leaf? Don't want it all going one way. Do I prefer triangle? that could work. Okay, so one of my leaves has a blemish on it. I'm gonna say it just adds character. So what I'm actually gonna do is hot glue the kumquat and then get a little bit of that glue on the additional leaf and then press them both onto the scrunchie. So trying to be a little bit quick with this so it doesn't cool off too fast. And this is what I mean by get a little bit of the glue that I put on the kumquat on the other leaf is the underside of the leaf is now covered. So there's something to stick it to the scrunchie, and it's not just the kumquat holding both of them together. And I'm pressing very hard. So the adhesive works. And if you have any glued string or any stringy pieces hanging out, you should be good if you just pull them while you're waiting for it to cool, or waiting for it to stick before it cools, because once it cools it's pretty much there unless you cut it. So I'm gonna hold down just a little bit longer, and once I'm done I'm gonna turn it upside down, and I have a couple ways to keep them meshed together so that they stick, but overall this is what it's looking like right now. But I'm gonna try to make it a little bit more stable, and I'm gonna go through and hot glue the edges so that they can lay down onto the scrunchie, and that'll be a little bit of additional reinforcement. Sorry, I'm not sure you can see too well what I'm doing. And I'm being mindful to get more so on the fruit than on the scrunchie, because it will be resting on the scrunchie. You can kind of adjust the placement a little bit better when you do it that way. And you're not going to see this because I'm pressing it to me and kind of using my chin to press down in this scenario. Pressing down pretty hard, and again I'm just taking the stringy glue pieces off. It's like a really long one here. And it might not look great right now, but once it dries, it starts to shape up a little bit. You'll be able to maneuver it and adjust it in a way that looks a little more aesthetically pleasing. And I think this one piece here needs just a little bit more. And yeah, it's not perfect. Have the air conditioning on, which is not helping with the hot glue, but I will show you guys in another video the finished product with somebody actually wearing it. But for now, this is the gist of it. It's a little different, but yeah, I'm gonna make sure that it can set for 24 hours before asking somebody to wear this or feeling comfortable to wear it myself. And that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching.